get a phone call. But you have no idea how to answer. You probably don't want that to happen to you. So let's look through Serbian's phonology, grammar, and profanity and learn something not mainstream for a change. Serbian can officially be written in both Latin and Cyrillic interchangeably. But why? The short answer is Yugoslavia.
But what's Yugoslavia?
Shh. Serbian writing used to look like this back in the day. Šta je to? Ruski? But then Vuk Karadžić came up with an idea and reformed the language around it.
Piši kao što govoriš, a čitaj kako je napisano. Razumiš li, majmune? Aj, dobro.
Obsolete characters got the axe, and unrepresented sounds received dedicated letters of their own, resulting in a new and improved Serbian Cyrillic that turned the language 100% more phonetic. Now let's pivot to phonology. It's only got 5 vowels and no vowel reduction, so you might be thinking, that was easy. But it wasn't easy, because it also features mobile stress and pitch accent, just like Japanese. In the context of Serbian, this means the stress syllable can either rise or fall in pitch, and its vowel can either be long or short. However, it's strange, because every Serb I've asked has either denied it exists, šta, ma nema toga brate, pričaš sasvim dobro, or given me complex practical examples that I could never replicate. Ide prema gore, kažeš vo, da, I glasom odeš gore dole. All I know is that I speak Serbian relatively well, and nobody has ever had trouble understanding me due to my lack of pitch, so feel free to ignore it as a beginner. These right here are the generic Cyrillic consonants. I say generic because they're the same in basically every language with minor variability. So, what does Serbian do differently? Y and y were created by fusing their respective letters with the, at this point, completely redundant soft sign. Momci, ne zaboravite da reciklirate, molim.
Haha, opalim te golim.
Now, listen very carefully. Ch, j, j. These are the sounds I think of when I think of Serbian. You will encounter them frequently, and especially in last names. Srčan Plastić. Wait a minute, srce? Yeah, so R can act like a vowel and form the center of a syllable if no actual vowel is present, leading to fun consonant cluster words like prst, krv, srce. And while it's still early in the video, I'd like to address the elephant in the room. Russian and Serbian are not the same. Their pronunciation is different, a lot of their vocabulary is different. Just because they're both related and written in Cyrillic doesn't make them interchangeable. It's like going up to an American and asking, you speak German? No, it's not the same! Serbian nouns have 3 genders and 3 distinct plural forms. Okay, I mean, that's kind of... Pronouns and adjectives much match the nouns they modify. No, okay, that's not bad. Allo? Nay! To know what a noun is doing in a sentence, you need to decline it into the appropriate case. But, is it possible to speak without them? Yeah, technically. It's also possible to speak English without definite article or plural. But you shouldn't. Nominative is used to mark the subject of a sentence. Put in layman's terms, it means whoever's performing the action. Genitive has 2 main functions, which is to mark ownership or absence. These 2 bad boys are a duo. If it's getting hit, moved, or changed, it's going in accusative. And if it's receiving something or experiencing a state, it's going in dative. Oh moj Bože, ne mogu više s ovim padežima! Stop! That right there, that's the vocative. You use it to call on someone, like God or your friends. Hey, Pavle! Instrumental is used when performing an action with someone or something. And locative is used after certain prepositions to denote location or the topic being discussed. Verbs aren't as bad as nouns. I didn't say they were easy. Tense tells you when an action happens. Idem kod brolija da ga prebijem. Prebiju me! But aspect tells you about the nature of a verb. Is it ongoing or complete? In Serbian, every verb has an aspect, no matter what tense it's in. Many of the most prominent verbs come in pairs of both. So, what about those tenses? The present is used for... The main past tense is pretty easy. It's just the past participle plus the present form of the verb to be. Remember to change the participle to match the subject's gender and number. If you're feeling extra, there's a different past tense called aorist. Now, I've been told that using it in casual everyday conversation sounds a little bit too dramatic, but you will absolutely find it in all sorts of literature and media. The future tense relies on a short, special version of the verb hteti conjugated in the present tense plus the verb you're modifying in the infinitive. Now, it's important to note something here. Serbian verbs always tell you who's performing the action, so pronouns are mostly omitted. But that means that this construction is illegal. If hteti would be at the start of a sentence, make sure to glue it to the back of the infinitive instead. Frequent viewers of the channel know that I hate moods. The conditional and the subjunctive in particular, because Romance languages have the bad habit of conjugating for them extensively. Well, here's a pleasant surprise for you. The conditional in Serbian is easy. It's the aorist of biti plus the participle. Use this mood to politely decline invitations to social gatherings, to give unsolicited life advice, and to graciously request a pack of Chesterfields from your local 24-hour mini-market. You want to know what's even better? There is no subjunctive mood! Serbian likes to replace the infinitive with da plus the present tense of the verb. You can use this construction to communicate doubts and desires just like you would with subjunctive, but unlike in Italian, you don't have to learn any new conjugations. Fala Bogu. One day, a thought crossed my mind. I have to start studying Serbian immediately. This impulse needed to be nurtured with inspiration. After a trillion hours on Serbian meme Instagram, I stumbled onto an old series of prank calls where a guy by the name of Stoyan, some old man from the middle of nowhere, and sometimes his wife, getting into profanity battles with some gravel-voiced gigachad who would not stop calling them. But don't worry, because they didn't stop picking up either. The intro for this video is actually a recreation of an iconic exchange from that exact phone call series, but it isn't my favorite expression. That honor goes to Maimune. Maimunchina. It's basically the vocative for monkey or ape, but it's understood to mean foolish one. Either way, calling someone an idiot, even if it is done in a funny way, isn't exactly vulgar, is it? No, those prank calls have some much crazier exchanges on them. You'll find that the majority of Serbian profanity gravitates around these three words.
But aren't they a bit limited? There's not much variety here.
You see, that's the thing. You don't need variety when you have creativity. Here's just a few of the things I've heard. Jebem ti celi prvi ret na sahrani. Jebo ti celi vagon žito zrno po zrno. Da Bog da ti žena rodila 100 nogu, pa cijeli život da radiš za cipele. Originality knows no bounds. Certain words are too dangerous to say because there's rhyming retorts that will utterly annihilate you. Alo, molim. Opalim te golim. Koji broj dolazi nakon 7? 8. Na ten 8. And who said the language isn't progressive? It doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman. You can always say boli me if you don't care. You should be ashamed of yourself for even considering learning French. Look at how much more sophisticated Serbian is. And who do the French have anyway? Some manlet? Serbia has Johnny Depp, for Christ's sake.
Here we go.
Oh, and one last thing before I close off this segment. Under no circumstances should you speak about somebody's mother in the following way. Hey. Mater. Da, tvoju mater. Jesi li me čuo, majmune? Oh, what a thorough episode it's been. I've been your host, Plasticine Heart, and if you enjoyed this video, like, comment, and subscribe. This month holds one more video in store. We're going to be covering Polish, and I'm going to make sure to pronounce absolutely nothing that I show on screen.